everybody, I am Moda, and welcome back to my only semi-consistent series, Lore to Lore, where I take the lore from Paragon and compare it to the lore of our real world. Now, I must put this beforehand. The lore I have is not for the Iggy and Scorch you are currently watching. It is for their pre-rework build. Because their current one you are seeing breaks my lore completely, because I didn't realize the fire spitting that Scorch does now, because it's been so long, and I didn't really watch my footage till I put it in here. So, with that out the way, I can't breathe, holy crap, I'm out of shape. Let's get right into it. Goblins are a type of fairy, which means the Fae kinda possibly rules over them and or just watches them with intent and probably hoping they die. They're not really mischievous like the Fae are. They're not there just to kind of mentally fuck with you and steal your kids and turn them into changelings. You know, basic stuff that happens in everyday life. They can be extremely deadly, especially if the lore of the red caps, which is kind of fitting considering how he does have a red hat on. It's also kind of disturbing considering that red hat is a Christmas hat, and if a red cap doesn't keep its hat covered in blood and soaked all the way through, it has a tendency to unlive, I guess you would call it. Die. Disappear, deflate, float away. So, but however, other than this one skin, I don't think that really fits Iggy too much because we consistently see him without a hat. There's like either 5 or 7 different 5 or 6 different goblin races. And with Iggy being a runt, I kind of went with the fact that he's a hobgoblin, which surprisingly does not mean tall goblin. That is a newer adaptation of the word hobgoblin. Hobgoblins means spirit of the hearth, or hearth, or fireplace, indoor fire pit, whatever you want to call it. The thing where you burn wood and try not to burn down the house. That thing. And it's the whole them being green thing is also kind of a modern addition too. They weren't really I don't think they really had like a green color. I think they were like gray in a lot of them from what I remember. And with them being runts on top of it, we can vastly assume that whatever species or race of goblins Iggy was, it was very probably at half human height to human height. So anywhere from 3 feet to probably 6 feet-ish tall. Probably right around where his was. Now, on to the unknown initially non-fire breathing half of this duo. Because Epic never added any lore as to why Scorch all of a sudden could breathe fire. It's not like he's not like he's an Uchiha or something. He didn't just magically learn that shit. Which really breaks what I thought he was. It's kind of aggravating. So, before the version of Scorch you see now, I thought Scorch was a Wyvern, which is basically a smaller dragon that's not really a dragon, but is dragon-like. It has 2 legs on the rear, its wings are its arms and hands, it likes gold and treasures, it just can't breathe fire. Which breaks my whole lore connection. And the internet's very vague about everything, so I can't find details about anything, which you think would be the one place to find them. But I don't have a lot of mythological books on hand. So it's aggravating. Which would make sense because in his original version, Scorch never spit fire at anyone. Iggy was throwing Molotovs at people, and if he wanted Scorch to use his ult, he literally fed Scorch a Molotov, and then he breathed fire, because I don't know how he pukes up oil or has diarrhea oil on command. I don't know how that happens. So, and other than that, the only couple of things I have on here is the fact that, well, they like to steal from Drongo, which is some sort of crazy Australian Mad Max dude who's lost his mind completely. And the fact that this video is somehow longer than I thought it'd be with how little information I actually found. And with that, I am Oda, and I will see you in the next video.